right, I'm happy to be joined with Chris Carl, CEO of Digimax Global Incorporated. Joins us again. Chris, how are things?
They're doing well.
I guess so. Big announcement today with the official launch of CryptoHawk.ai, formerly known as CryptoDivine. It's the next generation predictive platform, which you signaled to the market that it would be unveiled in June. And here we are on schedule. So first thing, what's this day mean for you today and your shareholders with the official launch of the app?
Well, we're very excited. We've been talking about this for the better part of 3 months. Actually, the target was the end of May, and had there not been a holiday in the US yesterday, we definitely would have had it out as of yesterday. But I think that what we're doing is we're helping our shareholders because we're bringing a great product to market. But most important, hopefully, we are opening up a service to subscribers around the world that's going to bring them tremendous value. CryptoDivine was a great start. And it worked very well, and it outperformed the market since February 24th. It was a bit erratic, we know that. And everything that was good about CryptoDivine, we still have in CryptoHawk, but all kinds of things are better than CryptoDivine. And that's why we went to a new name, and we now have CryptoHawk, and we're really, really excited about it.
I like the name. I like it a lot. What was the thought behind it all?
Well, there's a number of things. A hawk flies over and sees the world as it is at a level that most of us as humans don't have an advantage of. Hawks are known for very good eyes, and they're looking forward all the time. And all of those things sort of are consistent with the brand of what we're offering to our subscribers.
I promise that'll be the hardest question I ask you today.
Go for it. I love hard questions.
So let's talk about the app itself. What was behind the new strategy? And from what I've seen, as far as anticipating, because what I've seen so far, this is a cut above the first generation, the CryptoDivine software.
Well, it really is. It's actually significantly different. We had very good AI that had performed very well all the way back to January 1st, 2020. That was CryptoDivine. But we spent a lot of time over the last few months improving it, and we knew we were going to improve it. You and I did an interview either before or after we launched back in February about this. And I said, this is good, but there's something better coming. And the better AI really comes down to we've added layers. And so there's more depth to it. There's more information being gathered. And what we've ultimately been doing is what we're calling modulating the amount of signals that we're offering out, while at the same time, sort of rejigging the AI in a way that we can capture more of the volatility, so that on a big swing up, hopefully we can capture a greater percentage of it. On the big swings down, we can capture a greater percentage of it. So it's definitely a highly improved AI, different algorithms, different layers of it. And that's why I think it deserves its own brand name.
What would you say specifically are the most prominent features that the CryptoHawk investors could potentially benefit from?
Well, if you look at sort of what we've been looking at that we haven't unfortunately been able to share with the public, if we go all the way back to the day we launched CryptoDivine, we've found that this new system puts out about 1/2 the number of indicators or the signals that we send out to everybody. And yet it actually outperformed on both Bitcoin and Ethereum by close to double over what CryptoDivine did. So we're really excited about that. Less signals, less indicators, but more return. And I think by being able to offer that combination, we've got something that's much more user-friendly than CryptoDivine already was.
That's great. Well, I looked at this, like, for example, there's been rigorous back testing of the software demonstrated by the CryptoHawk, reduced the number of alert notifications, as you said, by nearly half compared to CryptoDivine, while dramatically increasing the rate of return and above the buy and hold strategy. So a lot of strategy, execution, and launching the timeline that you've been saying for the past several months. I guess straight up, how are you able to bring to market such a powerful new version of the software so quickly?
Well, first of all, a lot of people say it wasn't so quickly, and especially our engineers.
I'm sure internally, right?
People. The hours that have gone into this by the people working on it is just immense. Our American friends have been working all through the Memorial Day weekend. Our Canadian friends worked all the way through the long weekend before it. It's just been a colossal effort. But here's what it comes down to. Since February 24th, when we launched CryptoDivine, if we were back test, we found that this new system, CryptoHawk, outperformed the buy and hold strategy for Bitcoin by about 225, 230%. And it outperformed Ethereum by another 140%.
Wow.
And by outperforming, I mean, you take whatever that rate of return was and you add on that much more. So it's really significant. And using this system, there are other systems out there that are technical based, technical trading based, call themselves AI. They're really just automated
Yep.
technical trading. I think that we're one of the unique AI-driven indicator platforms in the world, if not the only one that's truly AI. And so we're pretty excited
That's
about that.
exciting in itself, is it not?
Well, it is. And I think it has the potential to give anyone, whether cryptocurrencies are up or whether they're down, they're
Yeah.
going to be volatile. We've talked about this over and over. And because they're volatile, you need help. And this is a great tool to help. So that's all happening in our base package. But we've got now a much more advanced package that we're offering as of today as well. And I wouldn't mind chatting a little bit about that. Everything that was in CryptoDivine
Yep.
is still available in our base package for the
Yep.
same $29.95 a month. But one of the big things that we're adding on immediately, and there's going to be a number of them over the next couple of months, is people who have gotten a little more sophisticated, used to using CryptoDivine. One of the things, and these indicators come at you when you least expect it, and sometimes middle of the night, whatever. And so if you're going after the advanced package, which is still only $100 a month, and if you have a couple $1,000s in the market, chances are you're going to get a lot more than $100 a month of value out of this thing. But by doing that, you're going to have what's called customizable thresholds that you can set. So at any given time, you can take the price that we are at today. And if you want to know if there's a 2% move or a 5% move in Bitcoin up or down, you can set those. But we also have secondary ones. So that if you want to fine tune that, you want to have a first indicator and then a second indicator, you can set those. And that kind of gets you set up for, oh, I better start watching a little more carefully. I just got my personal indicator. Or, you know what? I like this, CryptoHawk, but frankly, if I get a 5% move, I want to grab that. So I'm going to set that indicator, and that's going to be my own. And I'm going to personally decide to trade on that. So people can customize what information they're getting. It's still the same algorithm. The indicators come out at exactly the same time for the two systems, but there's a lot more things you can do with it. And there's a really sort of sophisticated forum going to happen in the advanced package. There's a weekly newsletter going to go out about what to watch for. There's just going to be a lot more depth to the user interface for the advanced package than over the base one. But the base one is excellent, and it still has all of the value that the more advanced one has as well.
What's the feedback been like so far with what's been designed?
We've done a lot of testing, a lot of beta testing, a lot of quality assurance testing. I'm sure there'll be a couple of bugs. There always are as we're going live here today. But the feedback has been really positive. It's just a much more user-friendly system. It's much more advanced in terms of both its capability and its look. It's got a modern look to it, and it's just a great system to have. And we're excited about it. It's fun to use. It's informative to use, and mostly it's valuable to use.
Yeah. Well, you brought up Bitcoin and Ethereum, obviously very popular. Investors, clearly, these are great digital stores of value. Also, many traders are enticed by the potential of altcoins such as XRP and Cardano. Saying that, what can users expect in terms of how many altcoins will be available on the app?
I can't tell you an exact number, but what we're going to see now over the next couple of months, and this goes back to the press release from a week or two ago when we acquired the technology from Delphi, is we're going to be adding in sort of a second and third layer of information over and above the Bitcoin and Ethereum signals, trading signals that we have. And that's going to be, the second one is really just more of a longer term trend watch. I think of it as swing trading for a number of other cryptocurrencies, but a reasonable number, probably 6 to start, maybe 8, and then those will grow by a couple every month. And then the other thing that we're going to be adding is what you say, the altcoin system, which is really looking forward and saying, okay, of all the hundreds of different coins coming on the market literally every month, which ones pass our criteria of size, having something real behind them and whatever, and we believe that our investors, our subscribers should be watching for. And if they pass a certain test, but we still think they've got like a massive multiple opportunity, we're going to let you know. And we can't really make a recommendation on that like we do on our trading signals, but we're at least going to make you aware of them, and you can do your own research and decide. So you're going to have swing trading of a bunch of them. You're going to have a whole whack of altcoins that we're going to make you aware of that says, hey, our AI says, A, there's a lot of business, there's a lot of activity going on, and B, they meet a minimum criteria, so you could have some confidence in getting involved. So all that's coming to the advanced system over the next couple of months.
Revenue always at the forefront for publicly traded companies. Do you have an idea timeline-wise as to what you're anticipating for subscriber users by the end of the calendar year? Or is that something you want to comment on right
now? I think that our goals haven't changed. Our minimum goal for ourselves, we believe, is around 10,000.
10,000.
And I think that frankly, we'd like to see that number exceeded by, by a multiple or several multiples.
Yeah.
But walk before you run. We know the CryptoDivine was good, but it had its limitations. We believe we've gotten over the great majority of the limitations that CryptoDivine had. And now we're putting in a global marketing effort. I mean, today, there's press releases, we have sort of a presence now in all kinds of different crypto publications. You are going to see us getting involved more now with influencers and various other people. And I think that message is going to spread, but it's not going to spread just because we're paying to get it spread. Hopefully it's going to spread because there's a real quality product here.
Can you share at this time some of the influencers that you plan to be working with? Or is that still in the process or in the works?
No, watch for that over the next few weeks, and I think you'll start to see some fun people involved. Obviously,
so that should fast track it, should it not?
Something, you never know which individual thing when it comes to marketing, makes things happen. I do believe that what you want to do is when you've got a product that is great, like we do now, you just want to keep pushing it out there and in as many different channels of information as you can, and whichever ones stick with whichever, interested subscribers, well, that's great. But I think the important thing is we're going to be working through all of these channels, and we have a great product. And the more people try it, I think the more people will like it and become subscribers.
It's great. So finally, the app's launched. You've made several business investments recently, as we've talked about this a number of times the last couple of weeks. That'll benefit the company beyond where it could have achieved organically. So as of now, are you satisfied with where Digimax is near term with the crypto fund opening in August, and obviously as well as Karubo just getting started?
I'm very satisfied with the progress we're making as a company relative to what we said that we would do. In fact, I'm elated. I'm just so happy with the amount of effort and the amount of results that we're getting. Are we happy with our share price? No, but that's a bigger, longer term picture, and it's much more reflective of the overall market. But we're doing the things we said we're going to do. We're going to keep doing the things we said we're going to do. We still have a ton of cash in the bank, and there's a lot more news to come. There's a lot more great things with the fund that's happening, and it's on track. Once we get CryptoHawk launched properly, you're going to start to hear about some of the benefits that we have from Karubo deal as well. And I just think that there's just so much momentum continually being built on the backs of great people that we have in our company. We have great engineers, great technical people, great marketing people, and it's that makes this company so powerful.
I've asked you this before, and I'll ask again. Where does this compare amongst other projects that you've worked on throughout your career? Because it continues to advance at a rapid pace.
The exponential growth potential of this one far outweighs the others. Other technologies I've been involved in are technology oriented, but they've been manufacturing technologies. This has something that can have immediate world appeal. And as we develop that appeal, I think that the ability for this thing to just take off is huge. And again, I don't mean from a standpoint of if we hype it enough, something good is going to happen. But if we continue to build the valuable products that we're building, great things are going to happen to this company.
Well, be anxious to see, curious to see the whole Twitter space and how it'll light up based off of that comment. But needless to say, congrats obviously on the launch today. Keep up the great work, and let's keep in touch.
All right. Very nice to talk to you.
You as well, Chris. Thanks.